New levels, new devils. This is not just a saying that people rehearse to themselves in times of despair. This is a lifestyle. Spiritualists know this lifestyle very, very, very carefully and closely. It's very familiar to them. Because when you live a lifestyle of constantly evolving, of growing, of leveling up, put it that plain and simple, understanding and never going back, you understand that once you upgrade from a level, there's this pressure that I've talked about previously on different episodes. There's this pressure that comes every single time. This is a pattern. This is a cycle. And once you're familiar with this cycle, you understand that this new devil is easy to beat. It's plain and simple. What can the enemy do? Because the enemy cannot destroy your plans. It cannot take away your plans. All it can do is steal, kill, and destroy. Okay, let me. Steal, kill, and destroy. It might try to interfere with you, convince you that this path that you're walking on is not worth it. It might try to convince you that this path that you're working on is not as fruitful as you thought it would be, that it's not worth your time, maybe. That's one. Steal. Kill is going to kill your motivation, your consistency, how great you've been doing at exactly what you've been doing. Listen to me, y'all. How great you've been doing at what you've been doing. Maybe it's been a month. Maybe it's been 2 months. Maybe it's been 3 months. Maybe it's been a year. And you feel like it's not being as fruitful. That's what the enemy wants to convince you of. That it's not as fruitful as it is. Okay, let's backtrack to spiritualist. What is being a spiritualist? Being spiritual is a deep connection with your authentic self, your childlike self, your most purest version of yourself. And not to be mistaken with arrested development. Arrested development is different. It's connection to your inner child in an unhealthy way. It is not allowing that inner child to grow, if you understand what that means. You and your inner child are not one, but you are one. Your inner child lives inside of you. You understand? It is a past version of you. You are you currently. You are not your future. You're not your past. You're not yesterday. You're not tomorrow. You are today at exactly this second. You are the only you that exists. And you are the only you that will ever exist. So being that, when I mean your inner child, I mean look back. Look back to what you enjoyed. The only way I can describe it to you is like things that make you fly. Things that make you fly. What makes you fly? For example, I loved the movie The Greatest Show as a kid. Everything about it, how weird everybody was, how much everybody loved themselves, how they all came together and they made the greatest show. The music was everything. It was big, bright, it was powerful. Everything just came together. Everybody had their own part, their own magic. And they turned it in the pot together and they made the best soup you'll ever have in your world. And I drank that soup as a kid, y'all. I drank that soup and I loved it. I loved every second of it. When I watched that movie, I got goosebumps. When I watched that movie, I felt like singing. And I say that because I love singing. You know? That's what made me fly as a kid. Disney songs still make me fly till today. I love them. And I'll never stop loving them. I don't think. Your connection to your inner child is understanding that age will not ever dissolve the things that you love. Because love tranquils through time. I don't know if I used that word right, but love is untimely. It's timeless. Nothing will ever change. What you love, you will love. It will not dissolve. It will not be less passionate. You will forever love it. And rather maybe that be a person. I don't know. But that's another subject. Love for a person and maybe it didn't go as right. That's a whole nother subject, y'all. But I deem this to say that to understand your spiritual journey is to understand what the next level is holding for you. You will be spiritually attacked like no other. But the enemy is not allowed to touch you unless you let it. Unless those energies match. Whether that be somebody's trying to fight you. Unless those energies match. They might hate you, but if you hate them, if you connect those energy, you are giving the enemy access to you. Like, if you are on land, let me use an analogy. If you are on land and there was a shark in the water, you are on land. The shark cannot swim to you. And the shark is trying to eat you. You get it. But the shark cannot swim to you and eat it. And you like eating shark for some reason. And you cannot go on the land and get the shark. Because I don't think you can fish shark. But you cannot go on land and get the shark. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all are both trying to eat each other. So, what I mean to say is... Hold on. You don't like shark. I take that back. You're not trying to eat shark. You're trying to get away from shark. And shark is just trying to eat you mercifully. Shark is the enemy. So what's going to happen is, the minute you're like, shark doesn't like me, you know what? I'm going to match shark's energy. Yes, that's what people like to call it. When people you don't like and you're trying to prove something to them. But let's match shark's energy. And let me get closer to shark and taunt shark. So you get closer and closer to the water, closer to the water, closer to the water, and shark is just waiting there. Shark knows the whole time that y'all aren't beefing. Shark just doesn't like you because of who you are spiritually. You're on a new level, and that irritates shark. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's just showing how deceitful, how stagnant shark has been for years. You have to understand. So whenever shark is swimming, it's just waiting for you to jump into that water and connect energies with shark. So shark can eat you. You do not benefit from fighting shark. You don't even like shark. It's nasty. So matching that energy does absolutely nothing for you. But you know who does benefit from that? Guess. Shark. Yup, shark benefits from that. Shark is the only one who does. Meaning, I'm saying this because if anybody who is spiritually attacking you, maybe you let go of old friends, you let go of old habits, you are leveling up, you're doing something new with your life, and it's becoming fruitful. What also comes with that fruit is stealing sharks who like fruits. They're stealing fruits off your tree. And they cannot get to your tree without you literally going into the water with your tree. This is not a very good analogy. But I hope y'all are staying with me. So you have to connect these energies. That being said, how to prevent these? Ignore shark. Shark is going to go away at some point. Shark is going to swim in circles, swim in circles, swim in circles, swim in circles. And shark will realize, hey, I'm not eating any energy today. I'm not eating a person today. And I'm very hungry and I'm depleted of any energy. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go find a different source of energy. Hold yourself. Life is frustrating. Shark will keep throwing rocks at you while you're sitting on land, maybe drawing, doing that new thing that you're doing now once you've dropped your bad habits. Maybe you're writing, maybe you're making a new song, you're minding your business away from Shark. Shark will throw rocks and hide Shark's hand. Shark will call you names, and when you look, Shark will shut his mouth. You know Shark is taunting you. But anybody who taunts, you know the one thing they want is your energy, your attention. That's all they live for. Your attention. Because they're not living for new goals. They're not living for passion and ambition. They're not living for maybe their authentic art. They're just alive. And when you live a very cold life, you start sharking. You start looking like a python, like a snake, like a tiger, like a jaguar. You're looking for any source of pure energy. Warm energy. And that's why I say have mercy for the wicked. Because when you live such a cold, deceitful life, you have now come into agreement with a demon colder than you could have ever thought. That demon will walk into your life and it'll say, hey, you know what I can get you? I can get you power. You want to feel powerful. In your times of need and despair, maybe you went up a level and that devil came and made a deal with the wicked, or maybe the pre-wicked but wasn't wicked then, and said, you know what? This isn't as fruitful as you thought it was, right? You're not getting anything from this. You're not getting anything. I can make you feel power now. I can make you feel powerful now. This is the devil talking. But I'm going to make an ugly face. So this is the devil talking to you. You put on a face. Look at me. I look so cute. And this is me. I'm the real devil. Right? So I'm hiding behind this baby face. I'm hiding behind this baby face. And I'm like, I'm going to make you feel so powerful. Look at me. I'm not a demon. I'm not evil. I'm not wicked. I'm not crazy. I'm going to give you power. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be here to help you. It's going to be, you're not even have to do any work. Obviously, don't pray and ask God. Do not pray and ask God. He's obviously not going to approve. Bro, if you pray and if you ask God, he's literally going to be like, I'm fake. And he's literally going to show you my face, my real face. You know? So don't do that. Just take my word for it. You know, I'm going to give you that power. They take the power. Oh my gosh, bruh. They take the power. And now what's going to happen? Eventually, they have a certain level of power. And they didn't realize, on the other hand, what they're trading. Their self-worth. Their growth. Their authenticness. Their authentic self. Their inner child. They are scapegoating that. They are saying, have my inner child's energy. Anything that I want to do creatively, shut it down.